You win Mondays on Sundays. Some dumbass YouTuber. What's going on, guys? Thank you for liking the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you're new. I wanted to talk about Mondays in this video because Mondays are interesting to me. There's two types of people: those who hate Mondays and admit it, or those who hate Mondays and try to convince you that they love it to sell you a mastermind class. Well, I am somewhere in the middle because I don't mind Mondays at all, really, and I wanted to share some secrets, or I guess some tips and tricks as to some reasons why I think Monday is not as bad for me as it is for the general population. So the first recommendation, and the most important, is to start preparing your Monday the day before. And I actually stole this concept from a book I read. I believe it was a productivity project, and they said that you win tomorrow today, which is so true, and even more true when you're starting a brand new week. Because we all know when we start a weekend, things just get a little bit crazy. You YOLOs out there probably sniffing or smoking something, and then by the time you get to Sunday night, you don't even know what your name is. But we are going to change these habits, my friends. First and foremost, don't sniff or smoke anything. And also, when it comes to Sunday night, almost build that into your routine as part of Monday, because I promise you, it will make Monday morning so much better. So as most of you guys know, I work in sales, and on Monday and Wednesday we have phone block, my least favorite part of the job. If you ask anyone that works in sales, I bet you they will tell you that same thing. So Sunday night and Tuesday night, I prep for phone block. You don't want to just go in and try to wing it. Now, you want to go in with a game plan. So I'm figuring out who I want to call, what I want to call them about, and then that way tomorrow I'm going to be in a really good position, and I don't have to waste any time during the golden hours where I should actually be speaking to customers. And I did something very similar even when I worked in accounting, So if I knew I needed to build some reports that next week, I would run all of that data so I had it, and that way I could really just focus on analyzing everything when I got into work. And even though this is a small task, I knocked this out on Sunday night, so that way Monday morning it is one less thing to think about. So I'm gonna make up my pre-workout so I can grab and go tomorrow. We're gonna do 2 scoops of high volume. I'm only gonna have 1 scoop of alphamine. I've been trying to spread out my caffeine consumption. That's just 125 milligrams. Take my creatine, that's gonna go in the fridge, so in the morning I don't even have to worry about it. Some pretty generic advice here: go to bed early. I know that's not rocket science. I don't really need to state the obvious, but I have learned the hard way. It will just make you feel so much better. I try to be in bed by 9 to 9:30 on Sundays because I'm up at 4 heading to the gym. And I know that not everyone is going to make their workouts first thing in the morning, especially if you have to be at work early like myself. I try to get in by 6:45 on Mondays. But even if you're not going to do a full-blown workout, I challenge you to do 20 minutes of something. A lot of us live in apartments. We have gyms that we can go to 24/7. Walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes. If you don't have that available to you, do some stretching, do some yoga, do some kind of physical activity for 20 minutes, and you will feel a million times better. I used to not do anything on my off days, and when I would go into work, I would just feel awful. But I started walking for 20 minutes before I go into work, even when I don't work out, and my mental clarity is so much better. I feel better. It's just an overall win-win.
It allows you to quickly move on to the next call, again, making you more efficient.
My meals are prepped, very important to get some good nutrition. I start my audiobook to prime my mind for the day. I leave early so I miss traffic because that's just an epic waste of time, and it's just very, very stressful. The last thing you want to do is start your day with the high levels of stress and anxiety, because that will set the tone for the rest of the day. And I get into the office early, which is awesome because there's silence and I can just work in peace, control what you can control. And when you have that much power over your environment, I recommend that you take full advantage. And after that, after I hit the phones, it is time to get into the field. Let's call it what it is. A lot of people's mentality sucks. They wake up convinced it's already going to be a terrible day, so of course that's the way that it plays out, even if nothing bad happens, So what I try to do is shift my mindset to think of things a little bit differently. One way I do that is I set weekly goals, and what I like about Monday is I have 5 entire days to achieve those. It gives me the best opportunity to put together a strategy to accomplish what I want to get done that week. Now, some people hate Mondays just because they hate their job. Well, good news for you guys. In the US, there's reportedly 150 million different jobs in 2018. So I bet you that you can find something that you like. It might take a little bit, but I promise you that you can do that. So now that we got that out of the way with, once you set your goals, the other thing to mention is that Monday is a prime time for some caffeine. I allow myself a little bit more caffeine on Mondays because my sleep schedule is a little bit different, than it was during the weekends, and that's something that I look forward to. But whatever it is for you, whatever you need to treat yourself or incentivize yourself, go ahead. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. And if nothing else, Monday is just a good opportunity for a fresh start, a clean slate. It's like New Year's Eve every single week. I think if you just appreciate it for what it is, you'll start to enjoy Mondays a lot more. And if all of that fails, just keep a very busy schedule so the day will go by as fast as possible. Then you get a lot done, and you also get to whatever it is that you're looking forward to so much on the weekends, which, by the way, there's no reason you can't do whatever those things are during the week. You want to grow up and be an Instagram thought? Fine, do that from 5 to 10 at night, or whatever it is. You want to be a photographer. I'm going to stop myself before I start ranting here, but I think you all get the point. I did not want this to be some corny cliche, go Monday, I love it, because the fact of the matter is some people aren't ever going to love Mondays, but I hope this really helped you maybe make them suck a little bit less. Please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. What do you feel about Monday? What are some of the tips and tricks that you use to help get yourself through the day? Leave it down below. We can all learn from one another. I really do appreciate everyone taking the time out of their day to watch. You all could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time.